picks of Equinage for part racing on Monday, June 16. You are watching the simulation of the first race, a courtesy of Equinage.com. Don't forget to register your free user. 3 free races per day. You can test this handicapping tool for the US horse racing the time that you want. You will not regret. This one is the best available tool to handicap racing here. Let's start with race number 1. Don't forget the Scotty picks 55% winning rate. The long shot between 11 to 14% depending on type of race. Then you have the win percentage. This column is an independent program calculating a probability of victory for each horse based on stats. The pace of the race, the initial speed of each horse. So you can check the pace scenario of the race. You have also the race simulator. The SOR strength of race is the competitive level of each horse in average, averaging the last race of the horse. And you have here the competitive level for this race. This is the record of the horse at the distance and surface and the competitive level for this record. The GSR at the right is the genetic strength rate, the pedigree of the horse in one number. So for this specific distance and surface, if you touch a horse, you can check the whole campaign of the horse, the metrics, I'm talking about the SOR, win percentage that the horse had in previous races, the workouts, the complete profile of the pedigree, the GSR of the horse for each distance and surface. In this race, 2 and 1 are the Scotty picks, the 7 is the long shot. You see here the win percentages in order. And I believe the number 2 has a good chance to win, a solid win percentage, top pick here. The number 1 is the second pick here, and it is very equalized with these horses, the 3 and the 5. I like the 9-2 in the money line, has the 5-1 in the money line of the number 2, sorry. So I believe these 2 horses are the top picks, so I agree with this. And 3 and 5, they are both very, very like possibilities to win. They are very equalized, so you can pick 5-3 or 3-5. 2 and 1 are a must. In race 2, 5 and 6, the picks here, the long shot. This is the win percentage for the race. The number 2 with a very good pace in this race. Not a good record at the distance, but a good pace. Worst record is for the 5, but has a chance, obviously. So I believe the number 6, a good win percentage. Second pick here. It looks solid at 3-1 in the money line. Checking the record and this pace, I prefer to use the 2 as the second pick. Could wear the field. And the number 5, he struggles to win, but obviously has an opportunity here for option. Race 3, 3 and 4 and 2. 3 and 4 and 3, 52% to win. Solid GSR. This horse has a clear chance to win with this high percentage and top pick here. In the reality, 50% of possibility of victory are extremely real. So this horse will be likely a single, a base for your ticket. Then you have the 5, 27% to win. It's not at the top here, but has a good GSR, has a good chance, a good SOR. And the 4, that is the second pick, 9% to win, so a fair option. In race 4, 1 and 2, the picks, and here is the long shot. You see the win percentage, more spread between these 5 horses. The number 1, a good win percentage, 1 for 1 at the distance, is the top pick here. And the number 2, I like this horse, has a lot, and he's almost with the same win percentage. Excuse me. And also it's a Scotty pick. Has a victory at the distance, but the SOR, the competitive level, is higher than the number 1. For that reason, 2-1 in the picks that they pick. And then you have 5 and 3. As you see, the number 3 has a victory at the distance, and it's a mile. It's not an easy distance. The GSR is a bit more important at this distance. Has a higher GSR than the 5, and a slightly better money line. So 3 and 5 are the other picks. Race 5, 6 and 8 the picks. The 2 has a long shot. And you see here the number 6, 8-1 in the morning line. A price plate. top win percentage, a slow horse. That is the weak part, but has a good chance to win. Is the top pick here. Then you have the 2, the number 1, the 7, the 3, and even 4, and not far is the 8. They are in a 10% window. The number 8 is a slow horse as well. Is the second pick. And 8-1 in the money line as well has the 6. That is very curious. And the long shot, 6-1 in the money line. What I like about the 2 is has more tactical speed. So I picked this horse over the 8 that is a lower SOR in this race. So for that reason, I put the number 2 as a second pick, and has the number 6 has an excellent money line. Then you have the 8 that will be closing, because see the speed of the race is the number 3. Obviously, it's an upset possibility, but it's 149 at the distance. He has only one victory and a lower level. So I believe this speed will decay at the end. So the number 2 will have a chance. The number 6 will close. Obviously, the 8 will close. So the closers are going to be around there. And even the number 1, 16% to win, with a good chance to victory at the distance. This race is extremely complicated. So I believe these are the best picks for you, 6, 2, 8, 1, but you have here the information to make your own conclusions. In race 6, 2, and 3, and 4, and the 2, 45% to win, close to 50, is a good opportunity to win this race. The number 1 has a high pace. That's good. 5-1 in the morning line is attractive. So for that reason, despite it's not here, I will put this horse as a second option because he will try to wear the field, but the 2 will chase. So that is the reason I keep him as a second pick, a top pick I meant. And the number 1, the main enemy, because the speed. Then you have the 3, 14% to win, second pick, will be behind them and will try to approach them at the end, has 3 second places in his campaign. And then the number 4, 8-1 in the morning line, 10%, 3 places in 4 attempts, long shot. In race 7, 6, and 2 are the picks, and the 7 is the long shot. The 7 with a good GSR pod. The distance, at this distance, the GSR is no a metric that is going to be a deal breaker between horses. So I believe the number 6, 40% to win, good speed, but the race is going to be there is going to be a fight from the very beginning, but the distance is short. So the horse that win this battle is probably the winner, and the number 6 has a good chance to do it. A good record at the distance. So this horse, you need to use him. Now the number 2, only 3 victories in 22 attempts. He struggles. The GSR is not good at all, but the distance is short, and he has 3 victories and is running against a better competitive level. So that is the reason I use him as a second pick. And the second pick here as well. The 4 has tactical speed, 1 victory at the distance, and a horse with a good chance to be around there with 7-2 in the money line. And the number 1 will be the other horse with speed, and using the speed of the race, because one of them is going to hold, is what I think. This one has 2-4-3 at the distance, and I believe one of these horses with speed will take the victory. Likely the 6 is the horse with more opportunity, but 2, 4, and 1 are horses that you need to consider. See, the 7 has a good GSR, but this horse has this tendency to run better at a mile, where his GSR is even better than at this distance. So he has a good chance, but the short distance is going to be an issue, because as you see, he is running from very far, and these 4 horses are a lot faster than him. In race 8, 3 and 1 the picks, the 6 the long shot, and as you see, 3 almost 30% to win. Then you have a very equalized race. 6, 5, 8, and 1 are close. The number 1, I like this horse because it's 1-for-1 at the distance. Solid GSR, but the GSR is very equalized in this race as well. the number 3, 242. So at the end, I decided to use the horses that has experience at the distance. So this one has 242. The number 5 is 143. The number 1, 141, and the number 8 a place in one attempt. I was inclined to use that. That is the reason that I leave the long shot out of the picks. I'm using the experience of the horses and the win percentage as a reference to take my picks here. And obviously, the Scotty picks to put an order. But 3, 1, 5, 8, I think is going to be good enough for this race. In race 9, 1 and 5 are the picks. The 3 is the long shot. 1 and 5, the 137% to win. A good chance to take the victory here, especially at the distance with his GSR. But obviously the 5, 14% to win. See, these 3 horses are technically tied with the second win percentage around 15%. So the 5 has a good chance. The GSR is lower. That is the reason I'm using as the second pick. So I agree with this. Then you have the 3, 6 to 1 in the money line and the 7, 6 to 1 in the money line. The 7 with Paco. This horse has 3 victories at the distance. He's not sharp lately, but has enough to take the victory here. And the 3 has previous races with good attempts at the distance. So 1 and 5 are the horses that are going to be at the top. But 3 and 7 are upset possibilities in the last race at Park Racing on Monday.